Hey, what is going on, guys? Caleb or Cal here, back again with another Krunker video. And once again in this Krunker video, you guys already know by the title, we are going to buy every single item in the limited time shop. An update just dropped a couple hours ago giving us our 4th limited time shop. As you can see, this one, it seems to be futuristic themed. It's actually very cool. Actually, just looking at some of these skins on first glance, it might be my new favorite limited time shop. They just keep on one-upping themselves every single time with these amazing skins, and I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to like this one actually, because it has a lot of melee items that are super sick and actually pretty well priced, but we'll get into that further into the video. Before I start, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and want to see more Krunker content. Also, if you're going to be buying KR to maybe pick up some of these skins yourself, make sure to use code CAL to directly support me. It is obviously the best way that you guys can support me, and I greatly appreciate anyone who does so. But with all that aside, let's get right into the shop. I can't even wait to buy these skins. We're going to start off with the Legendaries, the cheapest of the bunch. Starting, we have a spray item, the Overseer. It looks like this is I don't even know what this is. Is this like a helmet or like a spaceship or something? Either way, it looks pretty cool, I guess. For 1000 KR, which is pretty standard for these sprays that are included in these shops. Let's go ahead and pick it up. Next up, we have the Sassy Satellite, and it's kind of going off the cartoon theme, similar to the tank that we had as a spray in the last limited shop. It's actually made by the same creator as that tank. I'll post a picture of it in the corners in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's a satellite, looks kind of cartoony, pretty fun spray. 1000 KR, let's go ahead and grab it. Next up, we have the Space Vision spray item. This one's a bit more expensive, 2000 KR, and I can see why this would be a cool spray, because you can spray it into any wall and basically create a big hole, and that leads to space, as this little text is pointing out. Very cool concept of a spray. It's made by Chewbacca. Let's go ahead and grab it. Next up, we have the Mars V1. So I guess it's just kind of like a cool futuristic planet looking thing. 1000 KR, pretty self-explanatory, but very nicely designed spray. Let's go ahead and grab it. Next up, we have the Spacey Fighter, once again going with like the cartoony vehicle theme that Multi-Hawk has in a lot of his sprays, so pretty cool work by him. And yeah, this is a Spacey Fighter, as the name suggests. For 1000 KR, let's go ahead and grab it. And I believe that was the last of the legendary sprays. However, there are a few legendary skins over here, so we're actually going to skip over those relics and go to the legendary skins first. Starting off with the Voltage AR skin. It's a legendary assault rifle. Pretty cool design on it. A bit more simple compared to some of the other skins in this shop, but it's only 4000 KR and is also only a legendary. It says caution right there. Ooh, it's actually animated, and as you can see, there has the voltage thing glowing, but I believe that is the only animated aspect of the skin. So yeah, it's honestly really dope though. I definitely like it. For 4000 KR, let's go ahead and grab it. Next up, we have another legendary AR skin, the Stellar, and this one is, holy crap. Why is this just a legendary? This thing is sick. The way the color changes, that's like almost like an RGB, like budget hacky. It might even be better than a hacky slate / rainbow because of like the extra futuristic designs on top of it. It says Stellar Series X. Here says the model. I mean, and like obviously the main thing that I'm noticing is the glowing of the colors. I hope they make more skins like this, because this is super sick, and I think this is actually a super worth pickup for 5000 KR. And actually, this probably deserves to be a relic. I don't know why it's a legendary here. We're gonna go ahead and grab it. Next up, we have the Sunspot. It is an SMG skin. I don't think any aspect of this skin is animated. It just seems to be a pretty orange futuristic kind of design on it, but it's very clean, nice looking, simple skin. Let's go ahead and grab it. Next up, we have the Peacekeeper. It's a shotgun skin, kind of a white futuristic design. On the body, it says Peacekeeper, and then some really small text that I can't make out. Yeah, once again, a pretty simple skin, 4000 KR. Let's go ahead and grab it. Next up, we have a Deagle skin, our first Deagle skin of this shop, and this one is animated as well. I think only here near the tip of the gun, and it's kind of glowing and the animation is just a simple glow, but nonetheless this skin is actually super dope, and once again an amazing skin just for a legendary. It's on the more expensive side though for a legendary at 7,000 KR, but still I really dig the design, so shout out to Hollow for making this skin. Also look at that little smiley face on the back, which you'll see whenever you're holding it in game, so that's a cool touch. And yeah, let's go ahead and grab it. Next up we have the Soldering Shot, which is a sawed-off skin. Once again, nothing about it is glowing, so it's just a pretty simple orange futuristic design. I like it though, it's a very clean skin. Let's go ahead and grab it. And finally, the last legendary we have of this pack is the Voyager 73. It is an auto pistol skin. Nothing is glowing on it. It's got like a pretty clean blue futuristic design, pretty self-explanatory. Let's go ahead and grab it. 2.5k KR. Alright, to be honest, I definitely rushed through those legendary skins just because I wanted to get to the relics and above, because they have some really cool ones in this collection. Starting off with the City's Gate, our first relic sniper of this shop. This skin is glowing. Actually, you can kind of barely tell, but some of the blue accents are glowing. Even though this is a 2D skin, I think whenever Nebula was designing it, he made it to seem like it was almost 3D, which is a super nice touch. I really like the skin. It's super clean actually, and it's got a very low-key pulsing of a glow going through it. Let's go ahead and grab it for 15k. Next, we have our first face item of the collection. We got the Cyborg. Definitely a fitting face to the collection since it's futuristic themed. And I mean, it's just a Cyborg's face. Nothing too much to explain here. Some wires and the blue eye. It would have been cool if they made this eye glow, but you know, it can't be too picky, I guess. 9,000 KR. Let's go ahead and grab it. Next up, we have the TP1502. And this is an assault rifle skin, once again glowing. It's got similar color theme to a lot of the skins in this collection. I've noticed a lot of the skins in this collection kind of have like a blue / purple / pink color theme, along with like futuristic metal colors. Honestly, this reminds me of the Disintegrator, but not the Disintegrator. So maybe like a budget Disintegrator almost. Like I guess the Disintegrator has less color, has less blue, but I mean, I don't know. Leave a comment if you agree with me. Like, is it just me? It's kind of gives off the same vibes as the Disintegrator. But yeah, it is a clean design for sure. 15,000 KR. Let's go ahead and grab it. Next up, we have a revolver skin. We have the Terminator. And ooh, this is a pretty fancy design for sure. Definitely reminds me of a Terminator with all these like red dots that are glowing. Seems like this gun is made to kill. A very sick design for the revolver. Let's go ahead and grab it. It is 13,000 KR. Next up, we have the Echofang, which is a karambit, and this is one of these skins I think is almost like 100% worth buying if you have the KR. Like, look at this thing. Once they vault the shop, you're not going to be able to ever grab this skin again. I think it might be one of the coolest, maybe the coolest karambit in the game right now, and it's literally just a relic for 17,000 KR. Anybody can grab one. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a futuristic looking karambit. Just look at the thing. It looks super sick. But yeah, we're for sure gonna grab this for 17,000, and this might be one of my favorite skins of the shop, even though it's only a relic. Next up, we have the EQ9 Decimator, which is an LMG skin, and this skin is pretty cool. Yeah, it is glowing. You can see like the blue right here, and in the bullets actually. I really like that touch, how the bullets are glowing. Yeah, once again, a pink / blue themed futuristic LMG skin. I believe it's the first one of the collection. Let's go ahead and grab it. 13,000 KR. Next up, we have the Space Ranger, a relic sniper rifle, and I think the only thing that distinguishes a lot of these skins from legendary to relic is if they're glowing or not. But yeah, overall this one has a pretty simple design. It's kind of like white, gray, black, but it has blue and yellow glowing accents and dots around the skin. I still really like it though. It's definitely a clean futuristic design. We'll go ahead and grab it for 12,000 KR. Next up, we have the X Plasma pistol skin. I think basically all these relics are actually going to glow, so you can see right here, and has the same blue glowing theme, and again, futuristic just like all the other skins. Let's go ahead and grab it for 10,000 KR. Coming up next, we have the FMS08, so FAMAS without the A's. First thing I noticed about the skin is it has like a There's like a barcode thing on the back. I wonder if that actually scans. Okay, anyways, that is pretty cool looking skin. I don't think this one actually glows. I thought the purple would actually glow, but I don't think it does. So this might be the first relic that doesn't glow. It's only 8,000 KR though, so a pretty clean white and red design futuristic themed skin. Let's go ahead and grab it. Next up, we have the Cold Heart. It is a blaster skin, and this one is pretty cool. I feel like this one looks a bit more like old / like rustic compared to all the other skins in the shop. Yeah, it still gives a futuristic feel. Obviously, it is glowing, and as you can see, the glowing on the side here make it look like it's kind of like freezing, I guess, which I guess gives its name, Cold Heart. And it's a very unique skin compared to the other ones in the shop that are just like straight up clean and futuristic. And finally, we have the last relic item of the shop. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it is. We have the T.7 Crash. It is another karambit skin. This one is basically equally as amazing to the other skin in the shop. Kind of reminds me of like a spaceship almost. How it's got like, I don't know, this emergency box thing, and then it seems like there's like windows in the skin, but either way, it's super dope. Another futuristic karambit. I can't believe they gave us 2 futuristic karambits in the shop, considering karambits are basically one of the most popular knives in the game because they're animated. It makes the shop automatically just super cool. No, we're not even done yet. We're gonna buy this for 12,000 KR. Finally, the moment you guys have all been waiting for, the 4 contraband skins of this limited time shop, some of which are actually pretty cheap and pretty worth it, I'd say. Starting off with the cheapest one, we have the Xingshi, or Xingshi. As someone who's Chinese, I have no idea what this means actually. It could mean a lot of things, but it is a katana, and this thing is so sick, honestly. In my opinion, this thing could even be better than the Redux, which is a 120,000 KR katana. I mean, the Redux is different because it's super flashy and like rainbow and stuff, but just the sheer amount of detail on it, this katana makes it possibly a contender. I mean, just look at the handle, look at the guard and this little design above it, as well as the blade that does glow pink stripes along the edge of the knife. Also has some Chinese characters here and even more designs along the back of the blade. And this thing is only 30,000 KR for a contraband katana. A lot of contraband katanas in the Krunker market literally go for around this much, and in my opinion, this one is like better than a lot of those. Obviously, just my opinion. If you guys don't like it as much as I do, then simply don't buy it. But I'm definitely happy with this purchase for 30,000 KR. Next up, we have a Desert Eagle skin, the G-Lion MK1. Now, this is the first Deagle skin we've had with a different model than the rest, and honestly, it's like if they made this skin unobtainable, I would not really be batting an eye because the design is actually really sick, and I hope it has a cool sound in game. Of course, like always, we're gonna go ahead and test some of these in game. One small critique I do have for the skin is that I don't think it has any animations on it, but again, that's kind of just a small thing. Aside from that, it is a sick model, pretty clean design, and once again, the first Deagle skin with a new model, so for 40k, it's a pretty solid purchase. Let's go ahead and grab it. Next up, we have maybe the coolest skin in this collection, but also maybe the most useless. It is a Akimbo Uzis skin, the MPG Surge. Now, once again, this skin is the first Akimbo Uzi skin with a brand new model, and holy crap, is this model actually amazing. Same point goes as the Deagle. If they made this an unobtainable skin and released it in spins, it probably would be a very cheap unobtainable skin because it's an Uzi skin, but I would not be complaining because the model is just simply that sick. I mean, just look at the detail on this thing. It literally has like wires on the side here, batteries connected to it, 2 more batteries on this side. It's got the laser pointer up front, got like a little screen thing right there. I mean, just the amount of detail on this thing is absolutely amazing, and the texturing is magnificent as well. It just looks super cool. It's kind of a shame that it is on the Uzi. Not a lot of people use the Uzi, but if you do by chance, then this skin is almost a must-have because it looks so cool. It's gonna cost me 50,000 KR, which again is pretty steep for Uzi skins, but I mean, I think these things are just so cool. And also, there are 2 of them. I don't think I mentioned that because you do hold 2 Akimbo Uzis in game. This is just one of the models. In game, you'll be holding 2 of them, I believe. You'll see that once I actually test them in game. Let's go ahead and grab it though. 50,000 KR. Now finally guys, we have the Krunker Board, which is a waste item, and once again this thing is absolutely amazing. I love how they actually added legs on the model, so it kind of seems like the guy is kneeling on this Krunker Board, I guess that's what they call it, which is basically a hoverboard. I think it would have been really cool if they actually added something in here that spun, but other than that, it is a super clean design, super clean modeling, and the legs were certainly a nice touch. For 60,000 KR, let's go ahead and grab it. So yeah guys, that was all of the items of this limited time shop. Let's go ahead and equip them so I could show you guys some of these in game. I'm actually not going to show you any live gameplay. I'm just going to take the gun into a map and shoot them around just so you guys can see how they sound and look in game. This way it will save us some time so I could showcase more weapons. There are a good bit of them in this shop. So now we are in game with these skins we just equipped. Starting off with this karambit, as you guys can see, it's pretty clean. This is how it looks in game. Pretty dope skin. You can see most of those details there. Here's the sniper rifle City's Gate, and actually you can see the glow a lot more vibrant in game, and it looks a lot more sick in game in my opinion. And finally, here's this pretty expensive contraband Deagle, how it looks in game. And holy crap, it's literally like an alien blaster. I think for the sound alone, this purchase is pretty worth it, honestly. Super sick skin. Let's go again. Alright, we've just gone ahead and equipped 2 new skins. We're starting off with the Echofang karambit, and honestly I think this karambit is a little cooler than the last one. You can see the blue edge of the knife, it just sticks out. Super sick design. And here's the knife whenever you inspect it. Next up, the sniper, the Space Ranger. I don't know if it's just my field of view, but it doesn't look that insane whenever you're holding it like this. But yeah, you can still see the glowing, and it is definitely still a cool, sleek skin. Here it is when it is expected. A very detailed gun. You could definitely see more of the details in game. Next up, I thought we'd show some of the AK skins, just because AK is also a pretty used class. Starting with the TP1502. The skin glows. The glow is actually very vibrant, which makes it a very cool skin in my opinion. And here's how it looks when you're holding it, and then once again inspect. And now normally I would not showcase off legendary skins, but this skin impressed me so much I decided that it was worth showing off. You guys can just see right here by me holding it, the glow. It's literally like a budget rainbow skin. Even if you don't have a lot of KR, it's literally legendary, just a couple thousand. It's not too much for a super sick play skin. Here's what it looks like when you're holding it, and then inspect. The design is pretty simple, but just the fact that it glows and changes so many colors. You can see how it kind of goes from like indigo to purple to blue, pink, and then even at the tip right there you can kind of see it goes like lighter pink / yellow, which is a super cool gradient of colors. Now saving the best skins for last, we have the Xingshi katana. This is what it looks like in game. You can see the details a little less just because it's a knife skin, and the details are kind of really small, but it's still a super cool looking knife in game. And you can still make out the edge and how it glows. Here it is in inspect. I still definitely stand by my statement that this is one of the coolest katanas, if not the coolest katana in the game, and it's in the limited shop for more than a reasonable price. And last but not least guys, we have the Akimbo Uzis skins EMPG Surge, and these look super sick in game. As I told you guys, there was going to be 2 of them. They're just identical on both sides, but super amazing modeling and texturing done on them, and I know they have a sound, so let's go ahead and test that out. Holy, okay, that's super clean, like a futuristic space blaster type sound. But yeah guys, that is gonna be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Krunker content. If you guys bought any of these limited time items, tell me which ones did you buy in the comment section below. Also, if you guys are planning on buying them after seeing this video, make sure to use code CAL when purchasing KR in the Krunker shop. It supports me greatly. But thank you so much for watching. My name is Caleb, or Cal, and I'll see you guys next time.